everyone. Welcome back to Lovely Lavender Wishes. It's Renee, and I hope you're having a very blessed day today. Well, today we are going to be continuing on in 1 Corinthians. We're going to do 1 Corinthians and 2 Corinthians this week, and then move on to the other epistles. So, just to bring you up to speed. Okay, so Paul is the one who wrote Corinthians, and he wrote it to the people in Corinth. So he has long gone from the church started in Corinth, meaning that he left them a couple years earlier before he wrote this letter, and he was actually in Ephesus, another huge city that he was starting a church in. But some messengers brought him some news that the people in Corinth were having a little bit of problem in their church. A couple of the problems were that they had a potential church split in the works because they couldn't agree on who their leader was. You know, they were arguing over leaders, pastors, blah, 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 you know. They also had a church member who was sleeping with his stepmother, which was appalling even in the Roman days, apparently. And they were suing one of the commentaries I read said they were suing their sandals off each other, which is something they shouldn't have been doing as Christians. So, you know, when you read the background of these books or of these letters, because these are actually letters, so you're really jumping into correspondence between Paul and these people in Corinth. And so he's writing them about these issues and these problems. And that's just the tip of the iceberg that the messengers are telling Paul of what's going on in these churches. So, you know, y'all, they even had problems in their churches way at the very beginning, just like we all have problems now, because, you know, every church is full of humans, and humans are a mess, y'all. We are a mess. So anyway, so 1 Corinthians is a letter that Paul wrote to the Corinthian people in Corinth, the church there. So, because he was in Ephesus, you know, building up the church there. So this letter they say it was written probably about 2 years after he left them, and some messengers brought him the news of what was going on. So anyways, today we're going to be focusing on chapter 13. Y'all probably have heard this. 1 Corinthians 13 is considered the love chapter. This is the one, I mean, it's literally verses 1 through 13. So chapter 13 in 1 Corinthians is verses 1 through 13. So chapter 13 has 13 verses. And the title here says, Love the Superior Way. And this is the one that you probably hear at weddings so often, you know. Love is patient, love is kind, love does not envy, all that, right? So we are going to be focusing on those verses today. So actually I'm going to grab my pen and I'm just going to highlight all of chapter 13. I'm just going to bracket it off. And if you have not read it, please read it. I mean, I'm sure you've heard it before, but it's not just about love between a husband and wife, even though the page I'm going to focus on is going to be between a husband and wife. But it's also love between us and any other believer, us and any other human, really, and between us and God, because we are the bride of Christ. He chose us as his bride, which is just incredible. So the page is kind of going to be reflecting of my husband and I, as well as Christ, because I am Christ's bride as well as my husband's bride. And the reason why I'm focusing on my husband and I guess, is because our anniversary is coming up, y'all. And these verses always remind me of our wedding. I think we had it's been so long. I think we had these verses read at our wedding at some point. I'm sure they were mentioned. I'd have to look back at the video. It's been a long time, y'all. But I know that many of you out there have lost your husbands or wives, if you're a man watching this. And you know that bond is super strong, whether they're here or whether they're not, whether they're waiting for you in a more glorious place, and one day you will be reunited. And I love thinking about that too, because I can't even imagine being separated from my husband, but I know that if that ever does happen, which it's going to one day, that we'll see each other again. And not only, like I said, am I a bride to my husband, but I'm a bride to Christ. So when your earthly husband or wife leaves, you're still connected, I think, in some shape or form. You're still connected. Plus, you're still a bride. You are still that blushing bride, because one day you're going to be reunited with your earthly husband as well as reunited with your heavenly husband, Jesus. So I get, there's so many levels to this that I just get so excited about it all, y'all. But let's start crafting. We'll talk as we craft. So I had these stickers. Came in this package. So I'm assuming these came from the dollar store. I am just assuming. I'm pretty sure these are from the dollar store. And I actually love the background more than I love the actual stickers. So if you have stickers like this and you love both, I'm going to show you a way that you can use it all. I'm going to actually just use this kind of like scrap paper. So what I want to do is I'm going to tear this sticker paper. I love this background paper too. So I was like, the work is already done for me. I don't want to have to redo it. Let me think. You know, I don't want to have to recolor paper and all that. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is tear this little part off. And tear this little part off. And probably tear this little black piece off here, if I can get it off. But yeah, why reinvent the wheel if it's already done for you? I don't want to have to make up this background if I already have it here done for me. Look at that. And I'm going to just keep the stickers on there and the paper and just have that put that down as my background. Okay, so I am actually going to grab some ink just because I do want to rough this up a little bit. And I'm gonna just kind of ink these edges a little because it's kind of like, looks like graffiti type to me. Oh, that little piece came off. Might as well just take that up. So I'm just gonna this is gonna be like a grungy page. I'm gonna try to keep this all together. It's all falling apart on me. But we will figure it out, we'll manage. Okay, so let me put that to the side. I'll pull my sleeves up just a tad. Okay, so I'm gonna try to take this off, but what's probably gonna happen is all these pieces are gonna come apart. What I could do is maybe just glue this whole thing down just like that. I might just do that, that might be easier. We'll just leave that there. Okay, we'll just rethink this. I'm just gonna glue this whole thing down so I don't have to, because if I peel this off, all these little stickers are gonna come out. It's just easier, you can see where they are, so. It's just easier. I'm just going to glue this whole thing down. So yeah, I'm just using these stickers as scrapbook paper. I mean, I'll pull these apart maybe and all that, but I just love this. Okay, so I do have this image from his palette. And it's just reminded me of like a husband and wife. So I wanted to kind of stick them because these are little puffy stickers, little pop-up stickers. So I was going to try to stick them underneath these little hearts here. So I might have to cut them off a little, cut the top of this off a little, and cut the bottom of this off a little. Oh, it looks like we've got a delivery coming. Because I want the hearts to kind of, okay, where's my scissors at? Y'all, my desk. I've said this many, many times. I'm in the middle of a project, and every time I'm in the middle of a project, my desk just keeps getting crazier and crazier. So I am literally trying to craft within like a, 2 foot square radius here, not even. I want to make sure all this is stuck down because my whole desk is just jam-packed full of stuff. Okay, so I'm going to stick this down. And when you get his palette images, they usually come in, it depends on the image, but the Worship Girls usually come in 3 sizes. And you can just print it out. I like to play around with them. I enlarge, like I crop and enlarge and shrink and do a variety of things with all my images, not just his palette, but all the images I get. I just kind of goof around with them. So if you're like, well, that's not the size I have, it's just probably because a lot of times I go in and crop my pages or enlarge, or I try to fit as much as I can on one piece of paper. So I'm always like fiddling around with things and stuff. So yeah, it's kind of what I do with all my images. So sometimes people are like, how do you get that size or whatever? And It's mostly just because I'm playing around with it. Let me see if I can cut this. There we go. Okay, whoops, bent my page a little. Okay, this kind of reminds me of the 90s when we got married a little bit. The graffiti type stuff. I don't know. That doesn't make really much any sense, but okay. And our colors in our wedding were purple. Ah, shocker, you know, that's my favorite color. My husband's as well. So we had purple bridesmaids dresses, and the guys had purple bow ties and stuff. I'm trying to find a really cool purple. Let me grab a scratch paper here. Yeah, I guess that was kind of the purple we had, this darker purple and some lavenders. But I'm gonna kind of color her flower in her hair and his bow tie purple in reminiscent of our wedding. So yeah, like I said, our anniversary is coming up probably, well, a month. May 15th is our anniversary. I don't know if that was her hair or the flower. Well, it's a flower now. So I'm going to do a light color first. And actually, my husband they wore purple bow ties with purple cummerbunds. And they didn't have suspenders. They had cummerbunds and a little thingy in their pocket, a little square, you know. So, and my stomach's growling, y'all. And I literally just ate lunch. So it's not growling, it's digesting. I'm going to say it's digesting. Just ignore it. So now I'm just putting in some shading. I always like to color with at least 2 different colors. I might actually go in with like a peach or something to give it a different look. Oops, I forgot his bow tie. This is just reminiscent. We have our wedding on VHS. I would need to find a VHS player to play it. Let me see if I have a peach color or something. Sorry, y'all. I gotta reach. Oh, it's way across my... So I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of peach just to kind of lighten the edges up a little bit. But we used to joke and say we were just so broke, so poor. I think we did our whole wedding for under $5,000 back in the day. But we did have a reception hall and food and all that. And then my dad had a surprise for us. Ooh, let's do this little butterfly, little purple butterfly. At our reception, I don't know if you are... Well, we got married in Chicago. And so we had the Bulls, because back then the Bulls were like huge with Michael Jordan. The Bulls, their theme song as we came into the reception hall, and we had bubbles blowing everywhere, and it was so fun. And we got the best picture of us coming in with all these bubbles, and just the look on my face was priceless. Like, I still remember that picture. Our photographer was a cousin of ours who did the gift. So what we did is we had like a friend of ours who was a florist, gave us flowers for our gift. Our other cousin who was a photographer, she did the photography. That was her wedding gift to us. So a lot of people, we just traded, you know, like we bartered things for our wedding. And that's how we got it so cheap. And I would say do that. And it was so much fun. And then my dad surprised us. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do, y'all. My dad surprised us with, they're called the Little People. And they're these, well, they're big puppets, really. People, they're actual people standing in these puppets. But they're shaped like little people, but they're big. I don't know how to explain it. You need to look them up. Look up the Little People, I guess. And I'm not sure if they're still around, but this was way back in the day. I like that. Let's put that there. And so he surprised us with having the Little People, a bride and groom, come in and dance for us. So we had to sit in these chairs at the head of the, dance floor or whatever. And these little people came in and put on this big old show. And it was everyone just had a blast. It was so fun. And yeah, I mean, gosh, It feels like yesterday, but then it also feels like a lifetime ago, y'all. I mean, I'm sure for those of you who've been married for quite some time, that you probably feel the same way. But this whole thing about love, you know, I thought I knew what love was back then. Oh my gosh, y'all, I was a baby. And I still probably don't even know truly what love is. I mean, I've seen it through what Christ has done, you know, and through our marriage, like what we're willing to do for each other. But I still think we're only seeing a fraction of it. And we won't see the full effect of love the superior way until we get to heaven. I mean, we get a taste of it by what Jesus did for us, but man, I don't think we even know, you know? I just don't think we can even fathom what true love is. But, you know, back then I thought I knew what love was, and boy, it has grown. Okay, so I have the word chosen here. He chose me and loved. And of course, these can mean, you know, between me and my husband, but also between me and Jesus. Cut that off. There we go. He chose me. That's a little wonky, isn't it? Let's make sure it's a little straight. I got my glasses on, but they don't seem to be working, y'all. I'm going to cut that down just a tad. So yeah, when the spring starts hitting, I start knowing that our anniversary is coming up. I know many people got married in May and June, so this is like that wedding and anniversary season. I think if I was going to get married again, though, I would do it totally differently than how I did it back then. I mean, it was perfect back then for us, but now, if I was like, I always say we should do like a recommitment ceremony, or like redo our vows or something. Now I would do it on a beach somewhere with just my very, very closest friends and family, you know, not worry about who's invited, who's not invited, who's going to get their feelings hurt, blah, 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 you know, whatever. Just have my very closest friends there and just have a huge party on the beach and just really have fun, you know? Okay, so I've got those words. I got to figure out where I want to put them. I also have a few things, and I don't know now if I want to do it all. I had this. I got this from the dollar store too. So yes, it's Jot. So I did get these from the dollar store. But I've had them for a while, so I don't know if they're still there. But one of the words on here was "Be Mine" with the heart. And I thought it was kind of graffiti-like. It's kind of cool looking. It's got this arrow and stuff. I guess I could maybe put it maybe like right there. What do y'all think? Right above the love part, "Be Mine." Yeah, we'll just do that. Okay, so I have Tim Holtz Distress ink. I got spun sugar and fire bricks. So let's just start with spun sugar. Let's go light first. Okay, let's make sure this is all gonna stay. My Bible is getting so poofy, y'all. So poofy. I want it to kind of overlap too, because I like that look. And of course, really? Sorry, y'all, I know I'm shaking the... Okay, really? I was literally using this the other day. Is it getting... might be running out. Yep, doesn't look like it's barely coming out. Like a little bit. Here it goes. It's starting. Let's just get at least a light pink on there. Come on. And then I'll go in with the red, but I wanted a couple, two-tone. This is a thick stencil too, so you got to kind of dig your brush into the grooves. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Okay, it's very light. Okay. That one needs re-inking. Let's move that to the side. Okay, this one I know. Yeah, this one is... Okay. And then I'm going to actually go in, rub that off a little bit. I'm going to go in with some brown because I do want that two-tone, and I want it to be looking kind of like, what's the word? What's that writing on the walls, y'all? Graffiti. Oh my gosh. Growing up in Chicago, hello. I saw it all over the place. Okay, there we go. Like a grungy type look. It's reddish, pinkish, but brown at the same time. Okay. Okay, let's move that over there. We'll move this over here. Okay. And then I have, let's move you. I have these rub-on letters. And I have, do we want to put, I might just use these and not use any of these. I have some of these rub-ons, but I might just use this whole stack of stickers instead of using some of these rub-ons. Or maybe I'll put one little rub-on in between those two. Let's see. So I've got love. That could go there. Oh, it's out. Let's see. These little hearts. Let's see. Maybe this little heart in between them, right here. Just rub it on in between. Yeah, I'm gonna put that heart right there. So let me grab my little. We'll just put it right there, real quick. Speaking of anniversaries, this ring that I wear on my wedding finger, my wedding band finger. Let's see. Ooh, these are so old, y'all. It's not coming off. Let's try it one more time. Hang on. Oh, there it goes. It's starting to now. So anyways, this wedding band, or this band, I think I told y'all before, but we got it on our 10th anniversary. And I wear it now more because I don't wear my diamond in my my engagement or my wedding band because, first of all, I gained some weight and it's super tight on my fingers. Plus, it catches on a lot of stuff. There we go. There we go. It catches on a lot of stuff. So this spins. I've had this for 17 years now, 17, 18 years. We got on our 10th anniversary. We're going on our 27th, 28th year. I can't even remember. But it spins and it's got the cord of 3. And so on the inside, it says the cord of 3, Ecclesiastes 4:12. And so, it says, you're stronger with a cord of 3. So this kind of reminded me of that. It's like his love, her love, and then the love between their God, like our God is what binds us together. So a cord of 3, that's kind of what that's reminding me of. Oh, I love it. Okay, so I think I am just going to I might as well use up this whole pad of stickers. So I think I'm going to tear this. It's coming apart, but that's okay. We'll maybe just cut that part off at the bottom anyways. Maybe I'll just do the little heart right here. I don't know, let me see. I don't know what I want to do, y'all. I really like this one. And I always seem to have 3s again. The rule of 3. Maybe we'll just put that one on top. Okay, so let's grab Where'd it go, y'all? Oh, here it is. Oh my goodness. Been married a long time. I'm losing my brain. And I love these. Now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. Sure is, for sure. Okay. So if you don't have stickers like this, just grab some paper, some scrapbook paper. Just do like a collage. But since the work, like I said, was already done for me on this paper, I love the background. I'm just keeping it like that. And I'm just tearing it apart. Okay, I'm debating if I want to just... I will just put that down there. I still have that little piece left, but that'll probably not get used. Okay, let me grab my scissors and cut this part. It's hard to cut in that angle, y'all. This book is getting so poofy. I think I'm just gonna cut this little random piece off too right here. Try not to cut through my page. There we go. Okay, so let's figure out where we want to put these. He chose me. Maybe one right there, chosen. Loved. Ooh, yeah, I like that. That's where they landed. That's where they're going. Pieces of glue and string everywhere, y'all. Again, from all my projects, I've got thread and stuff all over my desk. And I like how this highlights right there, but the greatest of these is love. I'm so thankful for Christ's love. So thankful. And so thankful that he gave me such an incredible husband. I can't even explain, y'all, how special this man is. So I've been so blessed. Okay, so let me move that. Let's move this stuff. Don't need this anymore. So I'll put this back in here somewhere. There's a paper to protect it. Oh, so I can go right there. Okay, move that to the side. Okay, the last thing I'm going to do, I put this way, is grab this. I'm gonna put the date of our, but I'm trying to figure out where I want to put it. I was gonna put the date of our anniversary. And then I'll do a stamp date for when I did this. So 5/5/19. Oh my gosh, 1900, y'all. We knew each other in the 1900s. Let's see, when did we get married? 1990. 1994. That was also the year I got saved. So that's, I think, that is, whoops, I dropped it. Hang on, let me get it. Oy. So that, shortly after we got married, we both got saved as well. So that is also our anniversary of my rebirth. So that's pretty cool. So let's see where I want to put these. I might just have it going across here, like 5/5. 19. Let me just see if it'll fit. 94, like a little bit wonky, a little bit. Yeah, I'm just gonna have it going across there. Okay, so yeah, that was also the year that we got saved. So it was our wedding anniversary, our earthly wedding anniversary, and my heavenly wedding anniversary. Oh, I just think that's so cool. So cool. It wasn't on the same day, not 5/5, but it wasn't 5/5, 5/15. Ooh, I'm glad I caught that, y'all. I told you it was May 15th. So let's get another one in here. With all the graffiti here. Talking. I'm too busy talking. Ooh, don't stick. Okay. So 5/15. And I like all this graffiti part right here. So yes, it was not May 15th that I got saved. It was May 15th that I got married, but shortly after that, we both got saved. In 1994. Pretty cool. And I'm just putting them, I'm not putting them in a straight line. I'm doing it wonky, kind of like graffiti. All different typesets and all that. $5.15. Where's my one? Did I lose it, y'all? Or is it stuck to me? It's stuck to me. Oh my gosh, y'all. Okay, they're all sticking. Let's move, y'all. Remind me where I'm putting this, okay? Because I'll be like, where are they? Okay. 5:15. Whoop. Let's get it the right way. But I love how looking back at my pages, it reminds me of so many different things. Different stories of God in my life, and just, you know, how far he's brought me in this time. I think it's pretty cool. Seems like forever. 1900, y'all. We were married in the 1900s. That sounds so weird. Especially when you tell that to young kids. Like, yeah, we lived through the 1900s. And they're thinking, oh my gosh, you know, but it wasn't that long ago. Like so many kids now, you know, they're all born in the 2000s. They can't even fathom the 1900s. 1980s to me were my favorite. 1980s were so cool. Blasted to the past, blast in time. Okay, so let's move all this, and I think we're done. Oh, you know what? No, we're not done. We need to do some splatters. So let me grab, ooh, I thought I had some. Let me grab, yeah, I had my Neocolors out. So actually, let me put this paper back so I don't get splatters all over this page. I just want to do some black and purple splatters because those were our colors for our wedding. And of course, you know, every page needs splatters, y'all. We need splatters. So let me grab paper towel. Here's a little one. I got paper towel falling all over the place. Okay, so let's do black. If I can get it out. Ugh. Black and purple. Look at how bright this purple is. So cool. Let's do the purple first. I love these Neocolor crayons. Just, they're so pigmented and bright, and I just love it. Look at that. Oh, love it. Let's get a little bit more water. Let's put some splatters on them. And some on the graffiti page. This is my Bible journaling graffiti page. Oh yeah, that one's cool. Okay, that should be good for that. And let's do a little bit of black. Just a little bit. think I'm getting it everywhere but my page, but that's okay. There we go. So let those dry, stick those back. There is our page for the day. Oh, I love it. Love it. Let me move all this. So here we go. And what I'll do with it, my date stamp is I'll put the actual date when I did it probably along the side here. But I'll let this dry a little bit. But let me bring this up close. So, whoops, sorry, I'm hitting the camera, y'all. So here it is. There's our couple. You can see all the little splatters. I love it. Kind of really does make it look like a graffiti page. And again, if you don't have these stickers, just, use some paper, some scrapbook paper or whatever. Make your own. Do a bunch of stenciling or something. Make your own graffiti page. But again, thank y'all so much for joining me. I'm trying to get this writing camera so y'all can see it. I hope you enjoyed that. And I love diving into the word because for me, it pulls in so many memories as well as just great life lessons. So this is one of my favorite. I have a few favorites, but this is one of them. Favorite scriptures. So it's 1 Corinthians chapter 13. Love the superior way. So y'all go out and love each other. I love you all. Have a great day. Bye.